Hello guys, today me and my team will be talking about Netflix and its position in the streaming industry, alongside with Disney, who is their former partner and key competitor now. Netflix is one of the global leader in the streaming industry, offering movies, series, and their original production. Their values being personalized, ad-free, and on-demand entertainment where viewer can access anytime, anywhere. Disney, on the other hand, is a diversified company known for its movie, TV, and theme park. Their strength being family-friendly storytelling and its iconic franchise like Marvel, Pixar, and Star Wars, creating a cross-generation connection.
When we look at the customer environment through the 5W model, Netflix and Disney have overlapping but distinct audiences. So who are the customers? Netflix has a global base for younger, tech-savvy users who don't reach for TV programs. Disney targets the same households but focuses more on families and parents of children, leveraging iconic brands like Pixar, Marvel, and Star Wars. What do they do with the product? Netflix customers binge watch across devices and want variety. Disney users look for family friendly content and trusted franchises. Where do they purchase? Both are online subscriptions, but Netflix is available in over 130 countries, while Disney started in select markets and then scaled globally. When do they purchase? Netflix sign-ups spike when new originals like Stranger Things are released. Disney sees surges with blockbuster releases and exclusives like The Mandalorian. Why do they choose them? Netflix offers convenience, personalization, and content variety, whilst Disney appeals to nostalgia and exclusive access. Since most households won't pay for many subscriptions, this overlap drives competition.
Netflix was first to the global streaming market and set the standard for customer expectations. They maintained their broad catalogue of thousands of popular films and movies, but they also differentiated themselves with their Netflix originals. They created their own popular exclusive IP, such as Stranger Things and Black Mirror. But with competition emerging and content licensing and production costs rising, Netflix looked to protect their market share by launching alternative pricing tiers that include ads and cracking down on account sharing practices. Disney Plus was launched in 2019, promoting their product through exclusive distribution of multiple iconic blockbuster franchises such as Pixar, the MCU, and Star Wars. Another beneficial factor for the platform was cross-promotion of content from other Disney brands like the ESPN and Hulu, expanding their reach of their product into other market segments. Leveraging the existing brand loyalty of these fans helped create customers driving the quickly successful launch of Disney Plus. Disney's diverse revenue streams, such as their parks, media, and box office returns, allowed the Disney Plus to offset rising costs and maintain their competitive pricing with Netflix.
Netflix has several key strengths that have helped it maintain its position as a global leader in streaming. First, it benefits from strong market leadership and brand recognition, being one of the pioneers in the video on demand industry. Second, Netflix advanced data analytics allows it to personalize recommendations, which boosts customer satisfaction and retention. And third, its investment in original content, such as Stranger Things and The Crown, has built unique intellectual property and reduced reliance on external studios. However, Netflix also faces weaknesses. Its original content strategy comes at a high cost, with billions invested each year, creating financial pressure. The loss of licensed content from Disney, including Marvel, Pixar, and Star Wars, was a significant setback that empowered a direct competitor. Finally, Netflix's reliance on subscription growth makes it vulnerable, particularly compared to Disney's more diversified business model.
So now I will be talking about the opportunity and threats that Netflix have. Netflix has some strong opportunity ahead, first being their international market growth. There's still a lot of rooms in a region like Asia, Africa, and Latin America, where people are getting easier access to internet and cheaper mobile data nowadays. Secondly, Netflix can keep investing in that technology and innovation, like smarter AI recommendation, interactive content like Bandersnatch, and even new area like live events and gaming. And thirdly, Netflix should grow more of their own production so they can rely less on the other studio and stand out more. On the other hand, Netflix is facing a lot of big threats as well, with the rise in the competition like Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, HBO Max, and Apple TV all fighting for subscriber. Another challenge is the government regulation, like rules like content quotas, censorship, and digital taxes that increase costs and reduce flexibility in some region. Finally, market saturation. Like in the mature market like the US and Europe, streaming is becoming very common, which slow the growth, increase cancellation, and harder to keep the loyal customer.
The biggest challenge Netflix faces is balancing the high cost of original content production with the need to sustain subscriber growth and retention in a saturated and highly competitive streaming market. Netflix's younger, tech-savvy audience tends to binge-watch and expect constant novelty across devices, which creates ongoing pressure to release fresh and engaging content. However, rivals such as Disney Plus not only benefit from strong franchises like Marvel and Star Wars, but also have diverse revenue streams, giving them more flexibility in pricing and content investment. At the same time, Netflix's internal weakness lies in its heavy financial commitment to original productions, which creates pressure when subscription growth slows, particularly in mature markets where streaming has reached saturation. Externally, rising competition and market saturation intensify this challenge, as consumers can easily switch platforms for exclusive shows or bundled services. So, together, these factors mean that Netflix's ability to remain competitive depends on how effectively it can manage the cost of content creation while also keeping customers engaged and loyal.
Netflix's biggest challenge right now is balancing the high cost of creating original shows while keeping customers happy in a saturated market. One way to handle this is by focusing on fewer but bigger impact productions, using data analytics to back up what audiences actually want to see instead of producing too much content at once. Netflix could also bring in extra revenue by adding a cheaper ad-supported tier, selling merchandise from its popular series, or even releasing films in theaters. So keeping customers loyal is just as important. So improving recommendations, making the app more personalized, as well as teaming up with telecom providers for bundles can all help. Finally, Netflix must continue to leverage technology as a key differentiator, from AI-driven personalization to interactive and gaming content. Together, these strategies can help Netflix control costs while sustaining loyalty in an increasingly competitive industry.